हरे कृष्णा 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 होप आई एम ऑडिबल
Yes, Mamta ji, you are audible. You are audible, Mamta ji.
थैंक यू प्रभु Hare Krishna. We'll start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चाता देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्या प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्ता वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्ता वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरिहराय नमः कृष्णाय यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय गोविंदाय नमः श्री कृष्ण हरि बोल गोपाल हरि बोल राधा रमण गोविंद हरि बोल श्री कृष्ण हरि बोल गोपाल हरि बोल राधा रमण गोविंद हरि बोल जय राधा गोविंद राधे जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय पंचतत्वा पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय प्रभुपादा प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल. So welcome you all to the level 2 class, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 4 Jnana Yoga, and wish you all happy Janmashtami. So today's chapter is the Jnana Yoga, also called as the transcendental knowledge about the Lord. Shri Shri Radha Govind ki jai. So these are the keywords, summary of the previous chapter. So Arjuna is asking Lord Krishna whether to renunciate or to renunciate in work. So, for that, Lord Krishna says, yes, you have to renunciate your work. Now, renunciate your work by submitting the results onto the Lord Krishna. Nishkama Karma Yoga, that means not attached to the fruits of the work. We should not be sticking ourselves to karma karna, that is purely the karmic activity, but you should go to the karma yoga, that is doing as a service towards the Lord, and lead a life of an example, because Arjuna being a role model. Okay, and the greatest enemy is the self. Coming to the today's chapter, it is divided into 5 sections. Knowledge about Krishna's transcendental knowledge, Evam Parampara Praptam, from 4.1 to 10. And section 2 is the Krishna as the goal of all paths and the creator of a Varnashrama system, that is 4.11 to 15. Ye Yathamam Prapadyante. Then the Karma Yoga, Karmanyopi Bodhavyam. Then sacrifices lead to transcendental knowledge, that is Jnana Yajna Parantapa. Summary of the transcendental knowledge, that is Tadviti Prani Patena. Okay. So we'll proceed with the section 1, that is the transcendental knowledge about Lord Krishna. So transcendental knowledge about Krishna should be received by disciplinic succession, and this reveals the truth about the original form of the Lord, his birth and his activities. And knowing this truth, one who takes the shelter of Krishna becomes purified and attains Krishna. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Imam Vivasvati Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Vivasvan Manave Praha Manur Ikshvakave Bhravi. The blessed Lord said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivaswan, and the Vivaswan in turn has instructed it to Manu, the father of the mankind. And from the Manu, it has instructed to Ikshvaku and so on. Okay. So this is not the first time I am imparting this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna. This has been instructed before to the sun god. Okay. एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम इमं राजर्षयो विदु सकलानेह महता योगो नाश्ता परंतपा. The supreme science thus received to the chain of disciplinic succession, and saintly kings understood in that way, but in the course of time somewhere it got disconnected, it got broken. See, the broken cable cannot charge your appliances or any of the electronic item, right? In the same way, the broken chain of the disciplinic succession is not able to impart the proper knowledge of the Lord, which has been told to the sun god. So that is the reason why Krishna has to descend. So these are the various paramparas by which we follow. Lord Krishna is the main source. Then through Lord Brahma, the Madhvacharya parampara, through Lakshmiji, Ramanujacharya parampara, Lord Shiva, Vishnu Swami, for 4 Kumaras, Nimbakacharya. Okay, and this is the disciplinic succession through Lord Krishna and Narad Muni, and you got Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Dasa Babaji, and our great Acharya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and our Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so it should come in a disciplining succession. Okay, so what is the significance of this parampara? Bhagavad Gita is coming directly from the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. It's transcendental knowledge and must not be altered in any way, because if it goes in the hands of say, there are many literatures available based on a Gita and all, isn't it? Many publishers have published it on. But as it is, means it is coming in a disciplinic succession. The as it is means that nothing has been altered in this Bhagavad Gita, and it has been imparted through generations in the same way. Okay, and it should always be accepted without any material interpretation or by mental speculation. Okay, and it must be understood by the mercy of the Lord. And therefore, Bhagavad Gita must be accepted from someone who is coming from a disciplinic succession. So this is the proper qualification, having learned it properly from someone having the proper qualification, who learned it properly. Okay, so this is said to be the parampara. So the day of Brahma, when the Lord Brahma's day comes, then all the creation come into existence. Okay, when the night comes, then everything goes on annihilation. So one day of a Brahma is again, it's called as a kalpa. It is 4.32 billion years. That is 14 manvantras, 15 sandhyas, and both the day and night are of the same length. Okay. Again, when it comes to individual manvantra, of 14 manvantra, one manvantra is 306.72 million years. That is 71 Divya Yugas. Okay. And when it comes to the Divya Yugas, the 71 Divya Yugas is again 4.32 million years. Again, it includes these 4 yugas, that is Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and the Kali Yuga. Okay. And Satya Yuga is 1.728 million years, and the Treta Yuga is 1.296 million years, and Dwapara is 864 million years, and Kali Yuga is 432. Okay. So till now, these many million years have passed, and Kali Yuga has started 5,111 years ago. Okay. So till now, Brahma has passed 50 years, and 6 manvantras are already over. 27 cycles of Yuga are over, and Satya, Treta, Dwapara Yuga, this many years have finished, and Kali Yuga, this is the time which has elapsed till now. So total life of a Brahma is this much. So accepting that before the birth of Manu, the Gita was spoken to the Lord, to his disciple, the sun god Vivasvan, as told by Lord Krishna. So it is not very new. It has been already imparted long ago. Okay. In Mahabharata Shanti Parva, okay, we can trace out the history of Gita as follows. त्रेतायुगदौ च ततो विवास्वान् मनवे ददौ मनु चलोग भृति अर्धं सूत एक कवे ददौ इक्ष्वाकुना च कथितो व्याप्य लोकन अवस्थिता. In the beginning of Treta Yuga millennium, the science of relationship with the Supreme was delivered by Vivaswan to Manu. Manu, being a father of mankind, gave to his son Maharaja Ikshvaku, the king of his earth planet and the forefather of Raghu dynasty, in which the Lord Ramachandra appeared. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita existed in a human society. So at the time of Ikshvaku only. Okay. Again, it's the same thing. 1 hour, 1 day of a Brahma, 1 hour of Brahma, 1 minute of Brahma, and 1 second of Brahma is 1 lakh years. Okay. So, sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hi etaduttamam. So, Arjuna is a devotee and referent accepts Krishna as the supreme personality of the Godhead, which he has surrendered in the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So, being his pure devotee and good friend of Lord Krishna, it is his qualification to receive this knowledge of the Lord. So it has very ancient science of a relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend. Therefore, you can understand the transcendental mystery of this science. Okay. Our Arjuna doubts are never ending. Again, he asked Krishna, Lord Krishna, Arjuna uvacha aparam bhavato janma param janma vivasvata katam metad vijaniyam tvam madhav proktavaniti. To defy demonic and ascetic people who say that Krishna is ordinary, wants Krishna to speak authoritatively. Okay. So Arjuna is asking, sun god Vivaswan is senior to him by birth because he is born somewhere before Arjuna don't even know. Okay. How am I understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him? So Lord Krishna is, Arjuna is asking to Lord Krishna, you are saying you have instructed him. So were you there before also? And you are there now also, isn't it? That's what is the question of Arjuna. Okay. So then Krishna answers to the Arjuna's question. How could you tell Bhagavad Gita to sun god if he is senior by birth to you? Okay. Then Lord Krishna answers to this by saying, I was there from the beginning of this creation and I'll be there till end of this creation. And you were also there along with me, Arjuna. But you being made up of material energy, you don't have a memory of what happened in your previous life and all. But since I am the beginning, the maintainer as the annihilator, I know what all has happened from the beginning and happening on and which is going to happen in the future also. So, Lord, what is Lord Krishna saying? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacha arjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veta parantapa. The personality of the Godhead said, many births both of you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot. O subduer of a enemy. Okay. अजोऽपि सन्नव्ययात्मा भूतानामीश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वम् अधिष्ठाय संभवामि आत्ममायया. So although I am unborn, because Lord Krishna is spiritual and my transcendental body never deteriorates, it remains the same. Although I am the Lord of all living entity, I still appears in every millennium in my original transcendental form. Okay. As explained in the previous slide, Lord Krishna's form is permanent and it's all spiritual, but our form of temporary because we are made up of all this Panchabhuta, the 5 elements. Okay. The soul, the subtle body, and the gross body. Okay. We are controlled by the Maya, and Krishna is the controller of the Maya. Okay. So this is the difference between Lord Krishna, that is the spiritual body, as well as the material body. So spiritual body is eternal, remembers past, present, and future. Achyuta never forgets. Okay. But we are conditioned souls. We forget. We don't remember what happened an hour ago, maybe 10 days ago. So very limited energy, okay, or memory of us. So remembers all births because the body does not change or deteriorate, avyayam. But we forget everything because the body is undergoing changes and it is deteriorating every day, okay, and appears at his own will. Lord will appear at his own will, whereas we are forced to take birth in this life because of a past karma. So our body is all, Lord Krishna's body is all transcendental, but our body is material. So once we leave this, the soul leaves the body, it has to perish in this Panchabhuta, okay? And there is no difference between the body and the self, that is Advaita, and the soul acquires the external gross, that is the gross and the subtle body, okay? So when does Krishna appear? Okay. We appear because of a past karma, but when does the Lord appear? He appears whenever there is a rise in irreligion and whenever something is not going right in the society, and to re-establish the dharma, he appears millennium after millennium to re-establish all the wrong things which are happening in the society. Okay. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam tadatmanam shrujamyaham. So whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice or descendant of Bharata and a predominant rise in irreligion, at that time I design myself. Okay. And why does he appear? Okay. So paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I appear millennium after millennium, Lord. So Lord Krishna is saying this to Arjuna. Okay. And why did Krishna take birth now? Because of the prayers by Devaki and Vasudeva and all the wrong things which Kamsa was doing towards the people in the Mathura. Okay, to kill Kamsa and to re-establish the Dharma, Lord Krishna has taken birth. Okay. What is the benefit of knowing Krishna's appearance and activities? Okay. Jarma karma cha me divyam evam yoveti tatvata tyaktya deham punarjanma neti mameti so Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activity does not upon leaving this body take this birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So one who uses this human life to know about the Lord will not take birth again. Okay, he will go back to the Godhead. So the ultimate purpose of knowing me is to get liberated and go back to the Godhead. Okay. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupashrita bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhava magata. So being freed from attachment, fear, anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained the transcendental love for me. Okay. So by knowing about the Lord, you will be free from all sort of material attachments. Okay. Again, a raga is a strong attachment to the material life, leads to the negligence of the spiritual life. The more you are getting attached to the material life, it will take you away from the spiritual life. Again, the bhaya, the fear of person's spiritual identity, for the merging into impersonal is the highest. Oh, because you're too absorbed in material bodily concept of a retaining personality after liberation from material frightens them. So we have an example of impersonalist. Okay, compare living entities to a bubbles of ocean which merges into a ocean. Okay, so the more we are materially engrossed, materially engaged, it will take you away from all the the spiritual life. Okay, krodha, anger, lust, greed, and anger, as we have discussed in a previous class, is the gateways to the hell. The concept of void resulting in frustration of life, or become angry at all sort of spiritual speculation out of hopelessness, or takes the intoxications and accept hallucinations of spiritual vision. So we should stay away from all this raga, bhaya, and krodha. Okay. By hearing about Krishna, many persons in the past became purified and attained love for Krishna. They attained love for Krishna because this was their desire, and as Krishna has fulfilled it. What if someone takes shelter of Krishna with something other than the desire to achieve transcendental love for him? Okay. So Krishna reciprocation such categories of the soul. Whatever service we do towards him, with whatever the thought process we have in our mind, even little service towards Krishna will deliver us from most abominable actions. So a little service done towards the Krishna is going to help us. Okay. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sathaiva bhajamyaham mama vatmanuvartante manushya partha sarvasha. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Okay. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. So little service towards Krishna is also rewarding. Okay. How much ever you wanted to do, whether you wanted to do service, whether you wanted to offer your work towards the Lord, or whether you wanted to do any sort of a book distribution or temple service or artwork or any sort of a service towards Krishna is rewarding. So Lord reciprocates whosoever do the service towards him. Okay. Yeah. So these are the three stages of realization. Brahman is a level 1 devotee, Paramatma is level 2, and Bhagavan is a level 3. Okay. At the stage of Brahman, your spiritual faith is little bit, and you have a unwavering devotional service towards the Lord. But sometimes if somebody pulls you back, you can be easily distracted. But when it comes to Paramatma stage, your faith become more firm and you will not be distracted by any sort of external sources. So in that way, you will be very strong and you wish to progress further. Okay, when you progress further, then you will attain the stage of a Bhagavan, where all the demigods will be in the stage of a Bhagavan. That's why we call them demigods. Okay. Who realizes Krishna fully? Only the pure devotees, because they are not envious of him. Okay. And everyone is looking for Krishna in different aspects of his manifestation, because by different rasas we connect to the Lord. Sakhya, Madhurya, Dasya, Vatsalya, and Bhakti Rasa. Okay. So Lord Krishna is the object of everyone's realizations, and he reciprocates based on the desires. Okay. If he is a fruitative Vargas, Lord reciprocates is the Yajneshwara. If he is an impersonalist, and he will reciprocate as a Brahmajyoti, and if he is a yogi, he will reciprocate as a mystic power, and if he is a devotee, by 5 different primary rasas, which I have told you, like the Madhurya, Dasya, Sakhya, and the Bhakti Rasa. Okay. So everyone is directly or indirectly dependent on Krishna's for the success. So all kind of spiritual practices are but different degrees of the success of the same path. Okay. Kankshanta karmanam siddhi yajanta hya devata kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Men in this world desire success and fruitive activities, and therefore they worship the demigods. Okay, quickly, of course, men can get result from the fruitive active work in this world. Okay, so people who wanted an immediate results of their action and all, they engage in all sort of this abominable. They take shelter of the demigods for the immediate relief of their needs. Okay. These are the differences between Lord Krishna and the demigods. The demigods always worship Supreme as obedient servants, because they are incomplete without Krishna. But Krishna is the one, and he is complete. And demigods are created by Supreme, and Lord is the supreme whole, okay, and exist within the material nature, the demigods, and Lord is all worshipable, supremely worshipable, and delegated with various grades of the power to manage the affairs of the universe. But he is the supreme. Our Lord Krishna is the supreme creator and beyond the material creation, and he is the supreme controller, okay. And demigods are subordinate to the will of supreme, and Lord Krishna is supremely independent. And they have a material bodies and subjected to the birth, old age, disease, and death, whereas Lord Krishna's spiritual body is free from all this birth, death, and all those things, okay, and completely beyond the influence of three modes of material manifestations. Whereas the demigod's body comes under the influence of three modes of material manifestations, whereas Lord Krishna eternally the same supreme Lord, okay. चतुर्वर्णं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्मा विभागसा तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्धि अकर्तारमव्ययम्. According to the three modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the four divisions of human society are created by me. That is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the Shudra. Okay, you should know them that I am yet the non-doer, being the unchangeable. According to the three modes of material nature, the work ascribed to them, that is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, the four divisions of human society are created me, although I am the creator of these four varnas, but I am just non-doer and being unchangeable. Okay, whatever the actions which are initiated by these four varnas is unrelated to me. Okay, so Brahmana being a mode of a goodness, Kshatriya mode of a passion, Vaishya's mix of both passion and ignorance, and Shudras the mode of a ignorance. Okay. Chaturvarnam maya shrishtam, that is, he is the creator of all this varnashrama dharma. Okay, the four varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the Shudra, and the ashramas are the Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and the Sannyasa. Okay. Lord Krishna does not belong to any of these classes because he is the creator and is not a conditioned soul. Okay. As we have discussed in a previous slide, yeah, the four classes, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudras. So Brahmanas will be in the mode of a goodness because most of the time they are engaged in doing the reading of literature, that is the Vedic literature, and imparting the knowledge to the general public. Whereas the Kshatriyas, their work is to protect the community, and Vaishyas to feed the community by farming and doing the business, and Shudras are the service people who cater to various service need of the community. Okay, so Brahmana by quality is supposed to know the Brahman, the supreme absolute truth, but most of them approach only through impersonal Brahman. Okay, one who transcendental limited knowledge and research the knowledge of the supreme person of the goddess is the Vaishnava. Okay, just merely becoming a Brahmana is not enough. You need to know the transcendental knowledge about the Lord and completely know the true nature of the Lord and impart the same knowledge to the others in the society. In that way, you will be above a Brahmana, who is the Vaishnava. So Vaishnavas are always considered higher than a Brahmana because they have a transcendental knowledge about the Lord. So Krishna consciousness includes knowledge of all different plenary expansions like Lord Rama, Narsimha, etc. So Lord Krishna and the one in Krishna consciousness is transcendental to all divisions of the society. Okay. So what is the purpose of this system? You know, why do we need to have a Varnashrama Dharma? Okay. So the purpose of the system is elevate one, because we are social animals, we need to elevate one from the animal status to the human status and help to purify themselves by regulating the desires, and purification of one whose material desires inhibits him from directly approaching Krishna. So systematically develop Krishna consciousness. Okay. Again, it is created by Lord Krishna, but he is a non-doer, that is a Vidhi Kartaram, transcendental to the modes, as a mixture of a guna and karma, forms three modes of material nature, work associated with them. And why is this created just to avoid degradation, to protect the community, to support them, and for the constant cooperation, but not for discrimination, what we are seeing in today's life. Okay. So as I told you, the four ashramas are this Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. This is for the Brahmanas, whereas the ashramas for Kshatriyas, Brahmachari, Grihastha, and Vanaprastha. So no sannyas ashrama for Kshatriyas. Ashramas for Shruta is the only Grihastha, and for Vaishya it is Brahmachari and the Grihastha. Okay, so I think we'll end here for today. Tomorrow we'll continue. Any questions or anything? I'll just share that in this link. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Happy Janmashtami to all. Kindly attend the temple program for the updates. Yeah. I'll just share.